I bet you didn't know these 7 things happened during the week of May 18th through 24th. 7. On May 18th, 1927, the Bath School Massacre left 45 people dead. The tragedy took place in Bath Township, Michigan. Apparently enraged by rising property taxes, a local man named Andrew Kehoe placed dynamite under the floor of Bath Consolidated School and detonated it, immediately killing 36 children and 2 teachers. Kehoe also drove to the school and blew up his truck, killing himself and 4 others. What's more, the discovery of dynamite in another wing of the school suggested that he'd meant to cause even more extensive destruction and death that day. 6. On May 19, 1884, the Ringling Brothers Circus opened in Baraboo, Wisconsin. Consisting of 5 brothers, Albert, Otto, Alfred, Charles, and John, the Ringling Brothers eventually set up operations in Chicago to avoid directly competing with the Barnum and Bailey Circus in New York. The 2 circuses eventually combined and continued on until 2017. 5. On May 20th, 1506, Christopher Columbus died at the age of 54 in Valladolid, Spain. Determined to find a route from Europe to Asia, he famously stumbled upon the Americas in 1492. His explorations would result in the Columbian Exchange, or the widespread exchange of goods, commodities, and people between the Americas and the rest of the world, paving the way for European colonization of the New World. However, Columbus's claim that he discovered America has long been in dispute, due not only to the indigenous peoples that had long lived there, but also the Vikings that had already explored present-day Canada centuries earlier. 4. On May 21st, 1796, Ona Judge, an enslaved woman, escaped from George Washington. Born at Washington's Mount Vernon plantation, Judge had spent all her life enslaved, but had a taste of freedom while accompanying the president to Philadelphia. She eventually fled, and despite efforts by the Washington family to recapture her up until George's death in 1799, Judge remained free all her life. She was interviewed for the abolitionist newspaper, The Liberator, 50 years after her escape, and detailed the incredible story of her journey to freedom. 3. On May 22, 2002, Chandra Levy's remains were found in a Washington, D.C. park roughly a year after she had vanished. Her disappearance triggered a media frenzy when it came out that Levy was romantically involved with an older married congressman, Gary Condit. 2. On May 23, 1934, Bonnie and Clyde were killed during a police ambush in Bienville Parish, Louisiana. The infamous criminal duo had captivated the nation with their exploits, which included robbing banks, small businesses, and gas stations. Police, determined to catch them, set up a trap along an abandoned road and opened fire once Barrow's stolen Ford Vi-8 pulled to a stop. They reportedly shot the pair more than 50 times to ensure an end to their string of headline-grabbing escapades. 1. On May 24, 1943, Nazi doctor Josef Mengele arrives at the Auschwitz concentration camp. Called the Angel of Death, Mengele conducted a number of twisted experiments on prisoners, including injecting lethal chemicals into living subjects and conducting gruesome mutilations of twins. He managed to flee Germany after World War II and drowned in Brazil in 1979 following a stroke. See you next week.